Illustrated by Tanisha and Colby Hedgebeth. Introduction. Goldilocks was ready to go into the forest and get lost in nature. She was so excited to get out in the forest and discover new things. She knew that the forest was beautiful, but never got a chance to explore it. She daydreamed about the types of flowers and stones she would find along the way. She put her shoes on, packed her water, and made sure her phone was charged, and she was off to explore. Chapter 1. Mesmerized. Once upon a time, not long ago, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. She was able to get out and explore, so she decided to explore the forest. After walking for a while, she noticed a lot more stones. It was a walkway of stones that led to a pathway. This pathway sparkled, and it had mirror-like reflection off the rectangular, square, and triangle pieces. It was one of the most gorgeous things Goldilocks had ever seen. After walking through the quiet forest for about 10 minutes, she came upon a big house that was eye-catching and mesmerizing. Goldilocks had never seen anything like it and was curious of what could be inside this magical house. She knocked, and then she knocked again. And she knocked one last time, and no one answered. After no one answered, she decided if the door was unlocked, which it was, that she would just walk right in. She stumbled across a kitchen, and she noticed at the table in the kitchen there were 3 bowls of chicken noodle soup. Goldilocks was hungry. She tasted the soup from the first bowl. "This soup is way too hot." She put the bowl back down, so she tasted the soup from the second bowl. "This soup is cold," she said. She was so hungry, she went and tasted the last bowl of soup. This soup is just right. The carrots and the celery and the onion slithers are amazing," she said happily, and ate every bit of it. After she'd eaten the family's lunch, she decided she was feeling a little tired, but she still wanted to explore the house. So she walked in the living room, where she saw multiple desks and chairs. Goldilocks went to the first desk and sat at the chair for a moment. "I love how comfy the chair and desk is, but it's too big," she exclaimed. So she got up and went to the next desk. She loved how vibrant and colorful the desk was. She picked up the flowers and she smelled them, not realizing that she didn't put them back in the same place. Then she hopped up, sat in an oversized fluffy chair at the desk. "This fluffy chair is too big," she whined. So she walked over to the last desk in the living room and tried sitting in the last chair. She was in love with how everything was on the desk. Everything was her size. The desk had a roll of paper, but it was already set up, so Goldie decided to grab a few of the colorful markers on the desk and start creating a masterpiece at the desk. She began drawing circles and lines in all different shapes of many different colors. "This chair is just right," she exclaimed happily. "I'm getting sleepy." Goldilocks was tired, so she walked up the glittery steps to explore the first bedroom that she came across. This bedroom has so many cool collections of baseball cards, basketball cards, autographed sports items, framed on the wall in special cases. There were so many cool collections along with a gold video game system. Her belly was so full after eating that soup, Goldilocks decided to lay down in the first bed she came across, but it was too hard and way too big. She felt like she was going to be swallowed up. So she decided to leave the room and go to the next room. It was just as colorful as the front door. She was amazed with how colorful the comfy bed looked from a distance. Goldilocks plopped down on the second bed, and it was too soft. Then she laid on the third bed, and it was just right. Goldilocks fell asleep, and she was sleeping. The family of 3 came home. "Someone's been eating my chicken noodle soup," yelled the father, who came into our kitchen. Someone's been eating my soup, said the mother. Someone's been eating my soup. Someone's been sitting at my desk in my chair, and there's a beautiful picture. Come see, Mom and Father, said the little girl. They went upstairs to check the rest of the house. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and they're still there, said the little girl. Goldilocks screamed, "Help!" She jumped up and tried to run out of the room, but the parents asked what made her come inside their house. Goldilocks then explained how amazed she was walking through the pathway and how the door was unlocked. She explained that she didn't mean to fall asleep, but never felt so relaxed. Goldilocks then was invited to dinner under one condition. She had to clean up the mess she created. She helped clean up the mess she created, and then the family cooked beef stew with Goldilocks and sat down and ate together. The girls then read a few books, and Goldilocks headed home. The end.